Salomon Boxing, like and subscribe. Chris Eubank Jr. versus Liam Smith, the revenge. We're going to put the spotlight on it. Stay tuned. Welcome back to Salomon Boxing. Blessings in the name of Jesus. So today we're looking at the fight this past Saturday in the UK versus Chris Eubank Jr. versus Liam Smith 2. We know in their previous fight there was some controversy, but the fact of the matter is Chris Eubank got knocked out brutally, and he had his opportunity this last Saturday to get his revenge, and he did. And just some quick thoughts on it. It was a great performance by Chris Eubank. It was very tactical. It was very precise. They had a real great game plan from Bomac. So just some initial thoughts. I think that Chris Eubank started the fight using his jab very well. So what he would do, he would feint either once or twice and then throw the jab. Liam Smith had the high guard. He had a very tight high guard. So he would feint, whether by feinting with his lead hand, feinting the jab, or he would feint using his front foot. He would take a step forward or drop his head. He would do a few things, but the main thing is he would feint and then come in with the jab. And once he got him hit with the jab, then he would try to rattle off combinations. Another thing that Chris Eubank did that was very, very, very fundamental was Chris Eubank, if you notice, he was taking small shuffling steps to his right, which would be Liam Smith's left. And what that did, it kept Liam Smith out of position. It kept Chris Eubank, it kept him safe from Liam Smith's right hand. Liam Smith has a great right hand. He has a well-timed right hand, especially if you stand in front of him. So, you know, Chris Eubank, he did great, man. He was shuffling, not even a half step, I would say even like a quarter step. He was just shuffling to his right, Liam's left, and that kept Liam Smith adjusting. For a southpaw, it's the difference. You would shuffle, not big steps for them to know exactly what you're doing, but you would feint, make it like you're going to the left, and then you start shuffling slightly to your left, the southpaw's right. That keeps you away from their left hand. But it was good work. Just a few notes on things that Chris Eubank did that I think put him in harm's way, or I think he can improve on. Let me just say this. I think that when he hurt Liam Smith, I think it was the 4th round or something like that, when he hurt Liam Smith with the uppercut, he threw a jab, uppercut. I don't know if he threw it completely or he feinted it, but he landed a great uppercut. He dropped Liam, and I don't know if it was that round or the round immediately after. But when he got Smith hurt, when Chris Eubank Jr. got Liam Smith hurt, he started going for the gusto, man. He started going for the gusto, and he was headhunting. He was throwing a lot of headshots, and that's cool, but Liam Smith is very experienced. So, and he can move his head, he can roll shots, he can get off the line. And he did just that, and he did very well to survive. So before you knew it, Chris Eubank was out of gas, and he had to be on the back foot. He was visibly tired, breathing very hard, but he was well conditioned for the fight, so he caught his second win. He recovered very well. But in situations like that, when you have a guy visibly hurt, when he hurt Liam Smith, what he should have done is go to the body, not headhunt. He hurt Liam Smith with the uppercut, and he threw like 5 or 6 uppercuts after that, trying to land the same shot. Nah. When a boxer is hurt to the head, the best thing to do is go to the body. They're already woozy, their legs already off from the initial headshot. So the best thing to do is to hurt them to the body, get them protecting their body, and then you can go back upstairs and finish. That's what all the great finishers do. You know, you got a man hurt, you go to the body. Start stabbing them to the body. Even if you go to the head, start the combination 1, 2 to the head, 3, 4 to the body. Step over and then go back to the body. What else? Just minor improvements that Chris can do. I noticed, like I mentioned, his entry to get off his shots, to get in range, to hit Liam Smith, he was feinting and throwing the jab. But he got a bit repetitive. Feint the jab, then throw the jab, or feint with his feet, then throw the jab. He was repetitive. In situations like that, when someone is a little too predictable with their offense as far as how they approach, a great fighter, and Liam Smith did it a few times and he landed a few right hands, right? But what you do, you see someone is feinting and then attacking, feint and then attacking, you see they're not attacking without feinting. When they make an initial move towards you, you know it's going to be a feint, you just explode with offense. Not just one shot, because if they're very athletic, have good timing, they can slip a shot and come back. But what you do when a guy is feinting and attacking and he's not varying the way that he's coming in, you explode into offense. So when you see them make the initial step, you know it's a feint, you explode with a jab, jab, right hand, jab, jab, take a step over on the last 2 jabs. And what that'll do is that'll put them in a position where they just have a few options. Either they go straight back to avoid the shots, they cover up, or they try to move their head. Either way, you'll be in position to land your shots because your offense will kind of move them or guide them in a direction. You'll be able to pick up that pattern and then land your shots. So I think he was a bit repetitive with that, but that's fine. That's fine. It was a great win. I think he finished well, and I think he varied his punches very well. He was going to the body with the left hook, then bringing the left hand, left uppercut, left hook to the body, however you want to put it. He was varying his shots very well, but he would end with a left hook upstairs and finish with a right hook. He was also looping the right hook around the high guard of Liam Smith, which was really good. You gotta give props to Bomac in the corner. I heard his instructions; they were spot on. He was telling Chris Eubank to watch out for Liam Smith's right hand, because he did indeed have a right hand, and the only time he was having success in the fight is when he was digging that right hand, when Chris Eubank would stay in range or stand there watching him after throwing a few jabs, just waiting for Liam Smith. He got caught a few times, nothing to talk about. But the coaching was spot on. He told him when to pick it up. He told him when to go around the guard, throw the right hand around the guard. So just excellent coaching by Bomac. Nothing flashy, just basics. Just basics. You can see that they took time studying basic footwork. You could see the game plan unfolding well. There was something... I don't know if Smith wasn't as focused for the fight, but he just was getting pieced up. The game plan of Chris Eubank was definitely a significant factor in the fight. He put all the necessary skills together, not all skills, but the necessary skills together to beat Liam Smith and get his revenge. I love stories like this. He called out Conor Benn and I think Kell Brook. I would really love to see Chris Eubank versus Conor Benn. That would be an epic, fun matchup for boxing as far as on the UK stage. That would be wonderful. 2 sons of former champions who are talented going at it. That would be beautiful. So just let me know what you think. That's the Cello Man Boxing Spotlight on the matter. Blessings.